The Allen Cup is days away and the Lloydminster Border Kings wrapped up their final practice before the start of the tournament. Moses Waldo has the story.
He was unknown to the team before he handed in an application close to the 11th hour. But Ryan Parent will be the new man guiding the Cats. Parent comes from the Pursuit of Excellence Hockey Academy in Kelowna. He previously coached in the BCHL and led teams in Red Deer, Edmonton, and Europe.
We want to be a professional organization from the ground up, and we value hard work. But those two things combined are the core of my philosophy.
Parent has a master's degree in coaching and a bachelor's degree in sports performance. His coaching philosophy is very different than Brian Curran's, and that's what attracted the Cats to him.
And sometimes doing the same drill for 6 weeks of practice, they don't see the end. Ryan's going to come in and work on that skill development.
I believe in old school values and new school thinking.
Morrison thinks that Parent is a great fit for getting the team more involved with the community, as well as partnering with current Bobcats assistant Kyle Tapp.
You know, it's not about Ryan Parent. It's going to be about, the 23 guys on the roster and the assistant coach and trying to move those guys up the ladder.
Anyone that can be lucky enough to have a part of it should try to keep that. So I definitely don't want to lose my relationship with the organization no matter what happens.
With this tandem behind the bench, there is one clear goal this coming season.
We've told Ryan, we've told other candidates that making playoffs is an expectation.
Parent will be coming to Lloydminster from the Czech Republic at the end of April. Emmett Murphy, Newcap Sports.
That was actually the announcement of the Bobcats' new head coach, Ryan Parent. I'm going to blame this because it's April 13th. Got a little glitch there. But here is the Border Kings' final practice before the Allen Cup.
Well, I was just telling the guys I'm getting sick of practicing. It's probably the most I've practiced in the last 4 years.
I've been waiting so long now that another couple days isn't going to matter.
It's been over a month since the Border Kings have played a meaningful game, and in 72 hours they'll be playing in the biggest tourney of their lives as hosts of the Allen Cup, which isn't lost on the team.
The nerves and the excitement, definitely. Monday morning when we step on the ice for a morning skate is when everyone's really going to start, recognizing where they're at and that the tournament's finally here.
Being a Lloydminster boy born and raised and getting the opportunity to play an Allen Cup in front of my hometown, fans, friends, family, it's going to be pretty exciting.
You just got to let the guys know what it's all about. Some of these guys never been to one, and some of the guys have been to different championships on every level they played, but this one tournament's a little different where you don't have to, your round robin games don't mean as much if you lose them, but they do mean a lot if you happen to win them.
They'll be without the services of Aaron Foster after losing their captain to a freak injury during practice 3 weeks ago. The coaching staff were looking to fill the captaincy role, a person who is a perfect combination of calm and poise. And to no surprise, Dallas Falshear was chosen to wear the C.
The team's going to be obviously a little uptight, a little nervous, and Dallas is just a real calm, composed feeling for the guys. So that is really going to benefit us big time.
He's a great leader. He's been around. He won it with us in 07, was back there in 08, and then 09 he was there too. So he knows what this tournament's about, and he's not a vocal leader, but his play on the ice definitely. The guys like to see what he does and follow his lead.
It's a great honor. It's probably my last kick at her here, so bring everything I got. Be a steady defenseman, move the puck well, and not let any buy me.
The Border Kings' first game goes Monday night at 8 p.m. versus the Kenora Thistles. Moses Wildu, Newcap Sports.
The first games of the Stanley Cup playoffs have been nothing short of exciting, including the Flyers' 4-3 come-from-behind victory in overtime.
It's a little frustrating to have a slow start again. It seems like that's our MO for the past couple of months, slow starts, but then we pick it up and get going. But it was a big win.
Especially for Danny Briere, who scored 2 goals in his first game back since being leveled at center ice in Pittsburgh weeks ago. And although the first Philly goal was offside, it all counts to the edges, making it a little sweeter.
There's no better revenge than scoring a couple big goals in the biggest game of the year against the team that at the end of a game where we had the lead by a few goals to come in and do that. So for Danny it was huge.
The Flyers have taken home ice away from the Pens, but Hartnell expects the Penguins to come out firing on all cylinders in Game 2.
That building was rocking in the beginning of that game, and that's why I'm sure they jumped up to that 3-0 start. So we gotta manage that crowd and stay focused that way. But we know it's not going to be easy against a great team like that.